Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed the halftime entertainment. Terrific show put on by the Aces Pride and also the Fairview Apaches marching band. Some good stuff there at halftime. And in case you are just joining us, we're getting ready to get the second half of this football game underway. The halftime score, Aces up on the Fairview Apaches. Hicksville leading Fairview 14-0 at halftime. And the Aces, of course, deferring in the first half. The Apaches got the ball to start the game. So to start off quarter number 3, it'll be Fairview kicking off to the Aces. Tunis, the deep man. Parker Thiel and Comiso back there with him as well. And Squibber, that's caught on a hop by, to see, that's one of the up men, number 21, Gabe Contreras. So Hart with the kick and Contreras with the nice catch and good field position for the Aces as they'll start this possession and the second half with a 1st and 10 on their own 44-yard line. Take that back. Make that about the 42-yard line. A little discrepancy between the ball placement and the scoreboard. There we go. They got it corrected. Greer works out of the shotgun. Jake, the first snap of the second half, rounds the corner. Greer across midfield. And grabbed and brought down at about the 42-yard line. Big number 78 for the Apaches. That's Sam Hammond. Corralled him and brought him down. Hammond a little slow getting up. They're going to say officially Greer down at the Apache 43-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces. Greer takes a snap. Jake runs into some problem, reverses field. Greer tucks it under and takes it inside the 35-yard line. So Greer showing a little one-man offense here to start quarter number 3, as he's been the lone ball carrier so far in this half. And he got 8 more on that carry to make it 2nd and 2. Comiso in the backfield with Greer. And Jake's going to hang on to it again. And that should be good enough to move the chains. And it is. So Greer taking it down to about the 33-yard line. 1st and 10 Aces. Rain has stopped. Things starting to dry out a little bit. And we are not. We checked the satellite while we were in halftime and not expecting any rain for the balance of this game. Got him by the ankles. Greer stretches out and comes down just shy of the 30-yard line. You pick up of about 3 or 4. But yeah, we took a look at the weather radar, and we might see an isolated little sprinkle passing by, but the threat for any significant rain has passed us by for a while. We may see some more in the wee morning hours, but that's good news. We should be able to get the rest of this game in. 2nd and 8 on the 31-yard line for Jake Greer and company. There's the snap. Greer hangs on to it. and dives forward. He'll pick up a few more. Inside the 30. About the 29-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and about 7. I'll make it 3rd and 6. Jake asking for a towel. Rain has stopped, but I imagine it's probably still kind of damp out there on the grass. Jake dropping back, needs to get rid of it. Up in the air, caught. And they're kind of battling for it. They'll take him down. That's a nice catch. Braden Langham. And Langham will get him a first down inside the 15-yard line as Langham powers down to the 11. So 1st and 10 in the red zone now for Jake Greer and the Aces offense. Comiso in motion. Hands the ball to him as he goes by. Mason Comiso is going to be brought down for a loss. Looks like he's going to lose about 2 or 3 on the play. So they hand it off to Comiso. He's not able to turn the corner, and they smoke him out down in the backfield. They drop him back at the 14. A loss of 3, so 2nd and 13 coming up for the Aces. Comiso will split back next to Greer. Jake drops back, ball in the air. And that's going to be a one-hopper, no good. Parker Thiel, the intended receiver. We'll bring up 3rd down. Aces looking to keep the offensive momentum going here in the 3rd quarter. They'd like to start things off with this first possession, getting them some more points on the board. Greer, the 3rd and long. Rolling out. Jake passing across field, and that's going to be low and incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. And that's going to be, illegal receiver downfield. And that'll be declined to bring up 4th and long. So the penalty is declined, and that'll make it 4th and 13. Ball on the 14-yard line. And there's Mr. Favoretto down on the sidelines there, working around on the crutches. Of course, he had that awful leg injury in game 1. Good to see him back up and around. Doing very well. Greer takes the snap. Jake drops back. Dumps it over the middle to Tunis. Tunis heading towards the end zone. Peyton taken down. It'll be shy of the first down yardage, but it'll still pin the Apaches back deep in their own territory. So the Aces unable to convert on the 4th and 13, but it wasn't for lack of trying. Peyton Tunis. They needed to get to the 1-yard line for a first down. And Peyton Tunis wasn't able to get him quite that close. But still, Peyton got him down to the 5, and that's where the Apaches will take over on downs. They're 95 yards away from putting points on the board. Working under center. Ball handed off. And I think that was Timbrook with the carry. Nope, I take that back. Groves, number 10, got the carry that time. And Groves got knocked down at the 4. Make it 2nd and 11. So the Apaches again trying to get themselves some breathing space and some room to work with here. Again, Breininger is going to work under center. Another quick handoff. And Timbrook this time will get the carry. And he'll get him a little space, not much. They're handing the ball off. Breininger's under center. He's handing the ball off quickly. They don't want to take any chance of getting knocked out in the end zone, letting Hicksville get the safety or whatever, but they're also not letting their running backs build up much of a head of steam, so the Aces have been able to control them or contain them fairly well, at least up till now. 3rd down and 9 for the Apaches. So they've got the ball out to the 6-yard line. I can see by all the boxes being carried by. The freshman class must be selling Krispy Kreme donuts here at the field tonight. And no gain there. As a matter of fact, another loss. And that's going to bring up 4th down as the ball gets moved back to, I think, about the 4-yard line. So again, Aces should be in good field position after the upcoming Fairview punt. Vance standing pretty much at the back line of his own end zone to kick this ball away. Good snap. Vance gets his foot into it. High spiral comes down. And nothing doing for Mason Comiso. Apaches will down it at about their own 47-yard line. And that's where the Aces will set up shop, 1st and 10. So the Aces drive it down and come up a little short in the red zone, but deep in their own territory, the Apaches' offense stutters and dies. They're forced to punt it away from their own end zone. Comiso not able to make any kind of a return, but the Aces still come away with pretty nice field position, 1st and 10 on the Fairview side of the field at the Apaches' 47-yard line. 5:27 to go here in quarter number 3. Greer takes the snap. Jake rolling out, got a couple blockers. Jake turns the corner. Greer stays on his feet. Looks like he picks up about 8 or 9 yards on the carry. And we have an official timeout as Greer is down. And Doc Haggerty running across. So Jake Greer stays down after that carry. He'll have to come out for at least a play. Hopefully it is nothing more than a cramp. Well, they're looking at his ankle. We said with the official stoppage of play, and it looks like they are working on it as if he's got a pull or a cramp. Jake picking up 9 on that carry for a 2nd and 1. And Jake pops up. That's a good sign. That would have been kind of a blow to lose Greer at this point in the game. So thankfully, Jake up and moving around pretty good. He will have to come out for at least one play. So the Aces get ready to set the offense. And we'll get ready to go. The backup quarterback, of course, number 26, Zach Brickle. And Brickle loses a couple to make it 3rd and about 3. And Jake Greer comes in after sitting out the one play. So Greer back on the field facing a 3rd and 3. Tunis, the man in motion. He gets the handoff, and he's going to get waylaid. Peyton Tunis dropped back at the 49-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th down And here comes Logan Neihart to do some punting for the Aces. So the Aces started off pretty well, but the Greer minor injury sort of took them out of their stride a bit. Snap. Neihart gets his foot into it. And that's going to go out of bounds. Nice punt from Logan. 3:45 to go in quarter number 3. Ball goes out of bounds at the 11-yard line, so that's where Fairview will have it first and 10. Once again, pinned deep in their own end of the field. The Aces, of course, would like to keep them contained again for this series. And another stop and get that ball back. Reininger, quick toss to Tim Brook. Tim Brook taken down fairly quickly. Gets a few yards out of it. Tim Brook picks up about 6 or 7. About the 18-yard line. Now they're going to give him out to the 18-yard line. Or it'll be 2nd and 4. 2nd and a long 5. Or short, whatever. 2nd down at the 18-yard line. And this time Breininger has it still on his feet. First down yardage and a little more. Luke Breininger gets some positive yardage and gets the Apaches out of the hole a little bit. He gets out to the 26-yard line. Fairview gets a fresh set of downs and a little more workable field position. Breininger again handing it off. Up the middle. Not much there. Tim Brook will pick up a few. But at this point of the game, you can kind of tell when they've got fresh players that have come in from Fairview that haven't had a lot of playing time because they've got these glowing white uniforms. The rest of the team looking a little smudged and dirty out there. 2nd and 7 for the Apaches. Ball moved out to the 32-yard line. Lateral, caught, and loose on the turf. Everybody's diving for it. The Aces say they have it, and they do. The screen pass went out to Austin Meyer. Meyer tried to turn upfield and got the ball stripped away. It popped out. The Aces dive on it. So fumble recovery goes to the Aces, and they take over 1st and 10 on the 32-yard line with 2:03 left to go in the third quarter, looking to add to their 14-point lead. Coach Smith, quick huddle up with the offense. And they'll break huddle and send out Jake Greer and company to see if they can capitalize on the turnover. Greer takes the snap. Jake drops back. Tunis makes the grab, and he's taken down immediately. Peyton Tunis looks like he picks up about 6 or 7 yards. Credit Tunis was 6 on the reception. 2nd and 4. Ball at the 23-yard line. Greer takes the snap. Trouble with the handoff to Comiso. Comiso crashes forward. Might have gotten a yard or two. It looks like they got kind of hung up a little bit on the exchange of the ball there. 3rd and 2 as they move the ball to the 25-yard line. Greer. Jake's going to hang on to it again. He's in trouble. It's going the wrong way. He'll be brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Apaches were waiting for it that time, and they were able to hone in on Greer on the quarterback keeper. And they'll back him up a couple and give the Aces a 4th and 4 to work on. I'll back him up to the 27-yard line. Comiso the back behind Greer. Jake rolling out, looking downfield. Gets the ball away. Off the hands of Tunis and incomplete. Had the right idea. Peyton Tunis just couldn't grab it off his hands. So the Aces will turn it over on downs. And it'll be the Apaches' ball, 1st and 10 from Fairview's 26-yard line. 53 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. Apaches down by 14. And right now the Aces with the 2-touchdown lead and the shutout going for them. And the Apaches looking to get their offense up and running here. Get some points on the board and get back into this game. And we still have a whole quarter to go, so they've got time to do it. Breininger hands off. Some strong running from Timbrook. Timbrook out to about the 28-yard line. And that'll be a gain of about 7. Make it 2nd and 3. This time the Aces are waiting for him, and they're going to drop him back close to the 25, about the 26-yard line. So that'll make it 3rd and 5. They'll put the ball on the 26-yard line. And that is the end of the 3rd quarter. So we've played 3, and the Aces maintain their 14-0 lead at the end of the 3rd quarter. No scoring in quarter number 3. And we'll get ready to switch ends of the field and head into the last 12 minutes of football, in regulation at least, on this Friday night. When we get back into action, it'll be the Apaches' ball, 3rd and about 6. On their own 25-yard line. Our football broadcast coverage on Hicksville Community Television is made possible due to the generous underwriting support of the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships here in Hicksville, Ohio. If you are in the market for a vehicle, whether it's brand spanking new or previously owned, be it car, truck, van, SUV, you owe it to yourself to check out the terrific selection at the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships at Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick and Jim Schmidt Ford here in Hicksville, Ohio. Or you can check out the entire inventory at Jim Schmidt online at a terrific website. It's jimschmidtauto.com. You can find out not only the entire inventory, but everything else you need to know. The hours of operation, service department, personnel, you name it, they have it all there for you. So you get a chance, if you're in the market, stop by or go online. The Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio. A 3rd and 6. Breininger drops back. 1st down yardage on the catch and run. And they're out near midfield. Timbrook makes the catch and got ahead of steam going. He was hard to bring down, and Timbrook motors out to the 49-yard line before they force him out of bounds. That'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches as they're out near midfield. And believe me, Fairview could use a good, sustained, successful offensive drive right about now. They've been stymied so far tonight. Breininger pitching out to Timbrook again. Timbrook to the 45-yard line of the Aces. So Breininger picks up 6. That'll make it 2nd and 4. Apaches come up. Breininger working under center this offensive series. Again, handoff. This time, nothing doing. Now bring him down for about a yard loss. Make it 3rd and 5. That was Timbrook, but this time they were waiting for him. So the ball just outside the 45-yard line, excuse me, where it'll be 3rd and a long 4. Breininger hangs on to it. Breininger will get down to about the 44-yard line, and he'll be dropped there, and it'll be 4th down. That'll be 4th and about 4. And Vance comes out. Tunis drops back. So it looks as if the Apaches will punt it away with 10:05. And it'll be 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes on the clock when they finally take this snap here. Vance, and they do a direct snap to Timbrook. Timbrook on the misdirection gets him a 1st down. So the fake punt, or the punt formation, I guess, the fake punt formation works as the Apaches get the ball to the 40-yard line and move the chains, 1st down. That'll keep the clock rolling. We're nearing 9.5 minutes left to go in the game. Breininger dropping back, working out of the shotgun, split backs on either side. And somebody wasn't paying attention because they snapped the ball, and Breininger was busy talking to the backs on either side of him when the ball came his way. That's a false start, so back him up 5. So they'll be back at the 45-yard line again. 1st and 15. Fairview coach on the far side is just shaking his head. What can you do? Sometimes it just happens. Low snap, loose on the turf. And Breininger is going to be crushed. He'll be down to the 49-yard line. That'll back him up another 4. Make it 2nd and 19. So the Apaches heading in the wrong direction so far on this set of downs. Facing a 2nd and 19 now. And the clock continues to roll. Down to 8.5 minutes left in regulation. Timbrook gets relocated by Breininger. Takes the snap, drops back, quick throw, caught. And diving down inside the 45-yard line, Ian Groves. Groves will get him back to about the 43-yard line. That'll still make it 3rd and about 13. So 3rd and long for the Apaches as we go under 8 minutes. Coach Smith directing his defense a little from the sideline. And here comes Fairview. Again, Luke Breininger going to work out of the shotgun. He'll drop back, looks downfield. Breininger puts it in the air, caught. And brought down. That's going to be kind of close. We'll see where they mark it, if they get the 1st down or not. They do. Austin Myers gets him enough to move the chains on a fresh set of downs. As Meyer takes it down to about the 28-yard line. Fairview's starting to feel it a little bit now. Reininger with the snap. Luke goes around the corner and is forced out of bounds. Minimal gain. Pickup of about, looks like he got about 3 yards on it to make it 2nd and 7. As the nose of the football right on the 25-yard line of the Aces. Breininger takes the snap, throws it immediately. And it's going to be a catch. So Groves makes the catch and gains about a yard or two. Make it 3rd and about 6. Well, they're going to give him a couple of yards and say 3rd and 5. Put the ball at the 23-yard line. So kind of a quick hitter there. Groves caught it and hit the turf right away. Breininger rolling out. Better watch out. Breininger is in trouble. Trying to turn the corner, throws it away. Incomplete. Breininger running for his life on that play. That'll bring up 4th down. No gain on the play, incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock. 6:34 left to go in the game. Aces leading 14-0, but Fairview on the attack. Luke Breininger gets it away. And that's going to be...
There's a flag on the play.
The Aces defender was Mason Van Atta, number 5. Mason fell down, and then the intended receiver tripped over him and fell, and they threw the flag. So it's pass interference. It would, I guess, be inadvertent pass interference. And they'll put the ball down. Coach Smith putting his 2 cents in. Ball will be placed on the 11-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Apaches. They'll be able to get a first down at about the 1-yard line. So the Apaches on the pass interference call get a fresh set of downs and move the ball down to the 11-yard line. And that's going to back him up. Luke Breininger knew it as soon as the ball came his way. False start, so 1st and 15. I'll back him up to the 16-yard line. Breininger was not happy about that at all. You could tell he was an upset young man. As soon as that ball was snapped, he knew they had not been set properly. 6:29 to go. As again, the Apaches looking to get themselves back into this game and get that goose egg off the scoreboard on their half. Timbrook in motion. Breininger tosses it out to him on the lateral. Timbrook taken down. Timbrook, minimal gain. Might have picked up a yard or so. 2nd down. Again, the Apaches can get a first down. Timbrook gets the pitch. Timbrook turns upfield. He's grabbed around the ankles and taken down. And we're going to have another flag. That might be a late hit. Because it looked like they had Timbrook down, and then there was a rush, and another group of players hit the turf. So unless the ball popped loose, and it's going to be against a personal foul against the Apaches. So Fairview again is going to get backed up.
Fairview's coach is not pleased about this.
So a personal foul backs them up even further. They're out near the 30-yard line now, officially at the 29. 5:59 left in the game, and it's still
third and 29.
It's third down, yeah, and 29. No, the ball's on the 29-yard line. It's third and about 23. No, 28, because they have to get to the 1-yard line. So third and 28 for the Fairview Apaches. Ball in the air and incomplete. Breininger had no one to throw it to, launched it and hoped his receiver might be able to make something happen, but Timbrook couldn't get there in time. And that brings up fourth down and a quarter of a mile. So we'll see what the Apaches want to do here. Again, they're at the 29-yard line. They got to get to the 1-yard line to get a first down. Fourth and 28 for Fairview. They'll break huddle, and they're going to go for it and probably just try to make whatever yardage they can to back the Aces up as far as they can. Breininger rolling out, looking down the field, launching it, and it's intercepted in the end zone. So that should bring it out to the 20 for the Aces. I think that was Sanderson making the INT grab. Or maybe it was Parker Thiel. Nope, Sanderson, I was right. Sanderson grabs it in the end zone, picks up the interception. Second turnover of the night for the Aces. And with the touchback, they'll move out to the 20-yard line, where it'll be Hicksville's ball, first and 10, with 5 minutes and 36 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. Both teams with their full complement of 3 timeouts. So we still have a lot of football to play here on this Friday night. But the Aces up 14-0 and in control of the ball at this point. Greer takes the snap. Greer rolling it out. Greer looking to cut it upfield, finds a seam. Jake out to the 29-yard line. So Greer, nice first down carry, picks up about 9. Second down for the Aces. Waiting for the officials to give them the green light. Aces keep it on the ground. And that should be first down, Aces. Now we've got the little footballs being thrown out on the sidelines. Aces get a first down. So fresh set of downs for Hicksville, 4:25 to go in the game. Greer steps back into the shotgun once again. Almost gets him to jump. Jake hangs onto it. Spin move. And he's out to about the 33, 34-yard line. Pick up of a couple. He'll make it 2nd and 8. We'll go below 4 minutes left in this ball game. Jake Greer gets the snap, pitches it back to Mason Comiso. Comiso looking to turn the corner. He does. Comiso breaks free on the far sideline. Comiso in a foot race down the sideline. One man to beat. He beats him. Comiso's going to go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown Aces. And I don't see any flags on the field. So count it. That should be 6. Coach Smith running out and doing the body chuck high five with Jake Greer as the Aces go up 20-0. Mason Van Atta, what a run from scrimmage. He goes from the 34-yard line all the way into the end zone. About a 66-yard touchdown run for Mason Comiso. 20-0. Aces 3:17 left in the game. And Salvador Avalos, who's 2 for 2 so far, is going to set up for his 3rd extra point attempt of the night. Tunis the holder. Avalos gets his foot into it, and it's good. Salvador Avalos, 3 successful extra point kicks tonight. Aces up 21-0. And they're starting to feel it in the student section and on the sideline over here on the Hicksville side of the field. It's homecoming. And that makes you want to come away from the night with a win just a little bit more than usual. And it's Fairview. And that's always a satisfying victory for the Aces. And they're shutting them out. So the Fairview Apaches spreading the field and getting ready to receive the football from the Avalos kick. Salvador will place his tee. Hopefully the Apaches have their good hands people out on the field. Salvador placing the tee under the close supervision of the officials. Everything is done properly. 3:17 to go in the game. After a scoreless third quarter, the Aces punch it in to go up 21-0 here in the 4th. And Avalos getting ready to kick it away. And he squibs it along the turf. And it's scooped up. And returned out to about the 36-yard line. Ian Groves, number 10, gets him out to, again, the 36-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10, Apaches. 3:02 left in the contest. And again, both squads with all 3 of their timeouts available to them. The cheerleaders had to do 21 jumping jacks. Didn't know they had them in it. Had it in them. Did pretty good. New quarterback in for the Apaches, number 14. That's Jackson Hart. Hart getting some experience. Puts the ball in the air. It looks like it might have been tipped a little bit. Hits the turf. Hart's a 6'3 junior. And of course, Breininger, the 6-foot senior. And so I think putting Hart in is sort of Fairview conceding this game to the Aces and giving this young man the opportunity to get some varsity playing experience, because he will be their starter at quarterback next year, barring anything unforeseen, of course. Hart puts the ball in the air, caught. And they're going to stop him at about the 44-yard line. So a completion, good for 9 yards. That'll make bring it up 3rd and 1 for Fairview. Again with their new quarterback, Jackson Hart. Hart works out of the shotgun, drops back. He's being pursued. He gets the ball away, incomplete. And that'll make it 4th and 1. So 4th down. And they're going to go for it. Why not? Down 21. Backup quarterback in, getting some reps. Hart drops back. And a hold. And that's caught. It will be good for a 1st down, but I don't think it's going to stand. Catch was made by Austin Meyer, but there was a hold. A fairly obvious hold, we might add, on that play. Clock stops, 2:07 left in the contest. And that'll back him up, obviously. They're not going to give him a fresh set of downs, so they'll move him back, and it'll be 4th down. And we'll see where they spot that foul, and then they'll back it up 10. And we may see Vance come back out at this point then, because that puts it back at about the 32-yard line, where it'll be 4th. Well, they're going to go for it on 4th and very long. 4th and 14. Hart's got 5 guys going downfield. He's being pursued. He puts the ball in the air. So they throw the Hail Mary. Luke Breininger hauls it in. Gets the 1st down as they move down to the 33-yard line. And then incompletion, so it's 2nd and 10 for the Apaches. 57 seconds left. And again, the ball at the Aces' 33-yard line. As their junior quarterback, Jackson Hart, try to at least get some points on the board, spare him the shutout. And that's picked off by the Aces, so it ain't going to happen. And that's Sanderson making, I believe, his 2nd interception of the night. He picked one off in the end zone, and he grabs that one. So Logan Sanderson doing the job on defense tonight. It'll be Aces ball, 1st and 10. 48 seconds. And that should be the ball game. The Apaches can stop the clock one time. But with the amount of time that you get on the play clock, the Aces, I think, could just take a knee 2 or 3 times and be done with it. Jake Greer comes out. We'll see what they're going to do here. With Breininger being called off the field. Aces getting their personnel set. Greer takes a knee. And the Apaches do not call timeout. So that should be the ball game pretty much. Well, the Aces will need to take another snap here when the clock gets under 24 seconds. It does. Greer takes a knee, and that'll do it. The final seconds will go ticking off, and the Aces come away with a huge win on homecoming Friday night. as they shut out the Fairview Apaches 21-0 to improve their record to 4-2 overall, and they are now 3-0 in the Green Meadows Conference. The Aces have established themselves as a GMC force to be reckoned with, as the teams congratulate each other. Time officially expires, and it is all over on homecoming night. Lots of offense in the first half as the Aces punched it in a couple of times. They went into the halftime locker room with a 14-0 lead. No scoring in the third quarter, but the Aces punched it in one more time in quarter number 4 to go up 21-0. Apaches threatened a few times, but they were undone by some inopportune penalties. And again, the Aces picking off a couple of passes and a fumble recovery for the Aces as well, as they were +3 on the turnovers tonight. And when all is said and done, it's another Aces victory over the Fairview Apaches tonight, 21-0, the final score. As we mentioned, it is homecoming tonight, and we do want to wish the very best to the homecoming king and queen, Logan Neihart and Chelsea Taylor, and to the homecoming court. And give me just a moment here. We can let you know that, let's see, the sophomores are Harley Schumann and Michael Myers. And the junior attendant and escort are Cassidy Schock and Jake Greer. And then we have I'm looking here. Vicky Green and Eric Chapman are the freshmen attendant and escort. And then it's
they're not. Denise?
No. It's Janice Green. Mm-hmm. Janice Green and Eric Chapman are the freshmen.
Yes, that's not what you said. You're
okay.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's all right. And I think that's everybody. We missed the seniors. Seniors are Hunter Evans and Caitlin Garza. Okay, so Caitlin Garza, Hunter Evans, Cassidy Schock, Jake Greer, and there we go. All right. So I think we've got everybody. Anyway, we want to pass along our very best to all the homecoming court members, and again to homecoming queen Chelsea Taylor and homecoming king Logan Neihart. And with that, we're going to get ready to wrap things up. We were a little bit concerned when we first got started. It was pouring when we got here, but the rain let up right as the game got underway, and it has held off. I want to say a big thank you once again to the Hicksville Athletic Department, Misters Haught and Overmeyer, the athletic directors, always working with us. It's always great to be here in the friendly confines calling a game. Thanks again, to our football broadcast underwriters, the Jim Schmidt family of automotive dealerships in Hicksville, Ohio, Jim Schmidt Chevrolet Buick, Jim Schmidt Ford, and online at jimschmidtauto.com. And most of all, thanks to you for tuning by and watching. We hope you enjoyed the coverage tonight, as again, the Aces go up 3-0 in the Green Meadows Conference, 4-2 overall, as they put another one in the win column tonight. Their 4th in a row as they defeat the Fairview Apaches one last time. Final score here tonight from Aces Field, it was the Hicksville Aces 21 and the Fairview Apaches 0. And with that, for Kate Murphy on the camera, I'm Bill Murphy for Hicksville Community Television, wishing you good night and good sports.